Police are investigating a fatal crash this morning in Sugarloaf Township. That's our top story tonight. Good evening. This is WYLN's Late Edition, Greater Hazelton's only local news broadcast for Friday, June 20th, 2014. I'm Ann Gownley. A fatal motorcycle crash happened on Route 93 near the Interstate 80 exit this morning in Sugarloaf Township. Now, according to Valley Regional, fire and rescue personnel on scene, one person was killed in the crash just after 10 a.m. State police in Hazelton are investigating the accident, which involved a motorcycle and a truck. Emergency crews closed the on-ramp to Interstate 80 eastbound. Police have not released information as to how the crash happened. The name of the victim hasn't been released yet until the next of kin has been notified. The River Commons in Wilkes-Barre was jam-packed for the 2014 Wyoming Valley Riverfest. WYLN was live for 3 hours this evening, speaking with those in charge of Riverfest and those who participate in the event, which has been around for several years. The sun was glistening on the Susquehanna River this evening for the 2014 Wyoming Valley Riverfest. The event is all weekend long, and there is plenty to do for those young and old. John Mayday is the executive director of the River Parks Committee.
As you can hear, we have music playing. The dragon boats have arrived. We got a lot of stuff for the families this weekend. We have kids fishing down on the pier for free with the Fish and Boat Commission. Tomorrow we'll have a full day of activities with environmental exhibits, food vendors all 3 days. We have a lot of, as I said, more activities for kids tomorrow. Plus we'll have about 500 people over 3 days on the river on kayak and canoe trips. And plus we have the dragon boat races will be going on again this year.
So what is the mission of Riverfest?
It's pure and simple. Environmental education, environmental awareness, environmental advocacy, and environmental stewardship. So we look at ourselves as a teaching organization to teach you about the environment. Well, our classrooms are on the west side of the river at the riverfront parks and the east side of the river. So you can't teach someone unless you have them in your classroom. You have to get those buns in the seats. So this is why we do this.
All weekend long, there are plenty of events for those young and old. Thanks to the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission, children are able to fish for free on the Susquehanna River and enjoy a day out with loved ones. We spoke with one young man who says he was very excited to come out and fish on the river.
The best part about Riverfest is, I think, fishing, because I really dreamed about fishing, so that's why I really like it.
Did you catch anything today?
No.
No, but you're hoping to, right?
Yes.
Besides fishing, there are plenty of other activities for the children, including a chance to put their own talents to use, painting a mural. John Lokuda, who is a member of the Riverfest Planning Committee, also heads the art area for kids. This year's mural depicts an actual event that took place as Lokuda was traveling down the river.
The sun was setting in the west, and there was a storm coming from the north, and it was starting to rain. And the combination of the sun setting in the west and the rain coming from the north created a double rainbow. And at the same time, the setting sun lit up the shoreline fairly close to the mouth of the Lackawanna.
So why a mural each year at Riverfest?
Kids don't have the opportunity to get out on the river. You know, if the girls are 10 or 11 years old, they may not be able to go paddling on the river, but this is a way for them to experience the river firsthand while keeping their feet dry.
There is also plenty of entertainment throughout the weekend. Friday evening, the Pickups hit the stage with special guest guitarist George Wesley. Several residents of the Wyoming Valley gathered around the stage area to relax on the River Commons and listen to some hometown area music. Mayday says if you have any free time, make sure you head to the River Commons this weekend for the family-friendly event.
We want everyone to bring their kids here. We want the families here. There's something here for every possible age group. So come on down. We have pony rides tomorrow for the kids. The environmental exhibits, whenever someone asks about setting up an exhibit, I tell them, remember this. If you do something that's going to attract a child, I said, they will stay at your table. They will stay there longer. So you will definitely get their attention, and then you could teach them something.
The annual Dragon Boat racing will be on Sunday, and Mayday says that is something you definitely will not want to miss. A Wilkes-Barre man is behind bars tonight after being accused of sexually assaulting a teenager. 42-year-old Eric Turinsky of Bear Creek Boulevard allegedly forced the victim to perform oral sex and have sexual intercourse with him since April of 2008. The victim told police that she was 14 when the assaults began. Police say Turinsky told the victim that her mother would disown her if she said anything. Police added that the alleged crimes took place hundreds of times over the years. Turinsky would also buy her gifts, including a Jeep, a Mustang, a dog, and gave her $200 to get her hair done. Turinsky was arrested on Tuesday and charged with indecent, deviant sexual intercourse, statutory sexual assault, corruption of minors, and indecent assault of a person less than 16 years of age, among other charges. Tonight, he is locked up in the Luzerne County Prison for lack of $255,000 bail. A Wilkes-Barre man was re-arrested by police for assaulting his girlfriend with a power saw back in March. 28-year-old Lamar Bobbitt was arraigned Friday morning on 2 counts of aggravated assault and a single count of simple assault after police say he attacked Ashley Nagy with a power saw inside their home on Woodward Street. Police refiled charges against Bobbitt after District Judge Martin Kane dismissed the case when Nagy opted to not testify at a preliminary hearing. Luzerne County District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis petitioned the court seeking a different judge to oversee the hearing. District Judge David Barilla in Sawyersville will now hear the case on July 3rd. Wilkes-Barre Township Police have arrested 32-year-old Sean Butler for multiple thefts. Police say Butler stole a television set from Sears at the Wyoming Valley Mall, valued at $320 on March 9th. Kingston Police also charged Butler after he stole items from Walgreens Pharmacy on Wyoming Avenue on January 14th. Butler found himself in more trouble during a traffic stop when Kingston Police found him in possession of heroin on December 30th. Butler was arraigned on those charges Thursday at District Judge Michael Dotzels. He is behind bars at the Luzerne County Prison for lack of $4,500 bail. Butler will additionally face charges of theft for stealing from Walmart and Kohl's in the township in November of 2012. Taxes could be going up for West Hazelton and other distressed municipalities. A new Senate amendment could create a $52 annual tax triple for Act 47 municipalities, including Scranton, Nanticoke, West Hazelton, and Plymouth Township. The goal of lawmakers is to steer the Act 47 municipalities to increase local services tax as an alternative to a commuter tax. For Scranton, this creates a new obstacle for imposing a higher commuter tax on non-residents, which it has tried to do unsuccessfully in the past. The main goal of the bill is to establish an 8-year exit plan for the Act 47 municipalities. The bill will hopefully help the Act 47 municipalities achieve fiscal solvency, receivership, bankruptcy protection, and rarely in incorporation. Nanticoke, West Hazelton, and Plymouth Township are preparing to exit Act 47, but the amendment is needed to help the remaining distressed municipalities recover. Soon, many will be able to review a report of how police and prosecutors handled the Jerry Sandusky case. Pennsylvania Attorney General Kathleen Kane said that Geoff Moulton's review will be released on Monday at a Capitol News conference. While running for AG, Kane vowed to look into the investigation. Kane suggested that then Attorney General Tom Corbett had political motivation to slow the investigation down while running for governor in 2010, something he strongly denies. Sandusky is still behind bars, serving a lengthy sentence after being convicted of 45 counts of child sexual abuse. A special event to raise money for cancer research this morning at Whitetail Preserve. It's called Shoot for a Cure, and over the past 12 years, the nonprofit organization has raised approximately $2.1 million. It's a sport that takes lots of practice to perfect, but it's a sport that several from across the country participate in to raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. The society is a national nonprofit that travels all over the country. Shoot for a Cure was at Whitetail Preserve this morning. Those who came out to participate paid a fee, and that money will all go towards cancer research. We spoke with the national event chair and CEO, Mark Gallardi, about the event.
We started in 2003, and my company, American Income Life, and my union, Office Professional Employees, we came up with this. We did one event in California, and then it went to 3 events, and now it's 15 events across the country, and they completely support what I do and let us go and give us time off so we can go do this good work. I tell people it's been the greatest surprise of my adult life to do this, and all the clubs we come to, like here at Whitetail Preserve, they're just like a big family. We get to see them every year. We come back and visit, and we got a bunch of great guys out here having a good day. And at the end of the day, we're going to raise some money for some pretty terrible diseases.
Over its 12 years, Shoot for a Cure has raised $2.1 million. Just last year, the nonprofit raised $395,000.
We support those 30 research facilities. We've met a bunch of the patient heroes. It's amazing, some of the stuff they're doing. Gleevec, one of the new drugs, and then just this past year they ran a trial where they took the HIV, the AIDS virus, and they reprogrammed it so that instead of attacking healthy cells, it attacks cancer cells, and the results from that are amazing. So all this new line of research, because leukemia is blood cancer, will relate to the bone cancer, will relate to all the other types of cancer. So they're doing amazing work, and 100% of the money we raise goes to that.
Gallardi explained to us what some of the money was used for.
$215,000 to leukemia. We did $100,000 for scholarships for children that can't afford to go to college. We did $56,000 for MS, $10,000 for the Boy Scouts, and we bought 40 wheelchairs for Knights of Columbus for vets and people that are disabled that couldn't afford them. And we did it all through sporting clay events all over the country.
Eastern Director for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, Lou Olsch, says he never shot clay before joining the organization and adds that anyone can do it, and it seems to be a popular sport that many enjoy.
Well, I've been shooting with this group for about 8 or 9 years. I never shot before that. We found that it was a lot easier to do than golf. In most instances, a lot of people like it better than golf because it finishes faster. It's not as hard on the body as golf, and we raise a lot of money. And so that brought me on board, and I've been doing it ever since.
President of Local 38, United Food Commercial Workers from Milton, Pennsylvania, Russ Baker, says this event is something that he enjoys and one that can help save lives by raising money.
Local 38, UFCW from Milton, Pennsylvania. We've been hosting this fundraiser for the last 7 years, and it's just a great opportunity to go out and raise money for a good cause, for research, and it's just a good time.
For more information on Shoot for a Cure, you may log on to shootforacure.us, and there you can view their schedule of events. This Saturday, Bailey's Bark Park, located in Hazleton, will be hosting an open house inviting new members to attend. The park has been open for 4 years thanks to generous donations and the contributions made by its members. Memberships for the park cost only $55 a year, giving dogs an open and secure place to run around. To give more information about the event on Saturday, we spoke to the Vice President of the Hazleton Area Dog Owners Association, Ann Klein.
Yes, it's an open house that they can come and let their dogs run off leash and have a good time with the other dogs. We'll also have refreshments. We'll have hot dogs and soft drinks and water for free for people who bring a dog and members. To have the Canine Good Citizens will be here. You can talk to them about training your dog, and they will also have a testing done that you could have your dog receive a Canine Good Citizenship Award if they pass. The animal shelter will be here, and I'm not sure if they're going to bring dogs for people to adopt, but anybody that's coming, if they could bring a donation, like a bag of food or old towels or something, the animal shelter would really appreciate it. And also at 1 o'clock, the police department are bringing the 2 dogs and putting on a demonstration.
Dog Park member Don Ott has nothing but good things to say about the park.
It's a really big park. There's 2 sides. If your dogs don't get along with other dogs, you can put them on the other side to run. It's fenced in, so you feel more secure up here, and the dogs enjoy it. It's a good time.
The large fenced-in area gives dogs plenty of space to run and their owners a place to relax.
It's located at the Louis Shivo park. It's the City View Park. It's right off of Poplar Street past 424. If you see the little yellow fire hydrant, you'll turn right. It's on Saturday from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Please bring your dogs in and let them have a great time.
Like Ann said, again, the event will be held this Saturday starting from 11 a.m. and lasting till 2 p.m. For more information about the park, you can visit baileysbarkpark.org. This Saturday, the community has a chance to come out for a drive down memory lane. The Anthracite Region Car Club will be holding a car cruise at the Laurel Mall to benefit the McAdoo AmVets and the Wounded Warriors program. Joseph Forish, president of the Anthracite Region Car Club, says that not only does the car cruise benefit a good cause, but it also provides the community members with a chance to reminisce and share memories.
You know, some of these people have these cars for years and years, and there's some great stories behind them and stuff. They grew up as teenagers with some of them, and it's a good day out for people just to gather together and discuss all their old memories and about their cars and stuff too, and their families.
There will also be a DJ at the event, and food will be provided by the Hazel Township Fire Company.
We're always looking for more people to come, and the more the merrier. There'll be dash plaques for the first 50 cars that arrive, and it's a nice event. We've been holding it the last few years as a fundraiser for the AmVets to help them out a little bit and help the Wounded Warriors program.
Again, the car cruise will be held Saturday at the Laurel Mall from 4 to 8 p.m. For more information about the event, you can call 570-929-3095. And that is a look at tonight's top stories. It certainly was a beautiful day to be outside, and hopefully we will see more weather like that this weekend. For all that information, we now head outside to the Bedrock Gardens Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic. Joe?
Well, overall, looking like a pretty nice weekend across all of our viewing area. Comfortable conditions, lower humidity than what we saw earlier in the week. And over the past 6 hours, well, it's been fairly quiet across our area. You can see there's not been any type of precipitation falling across our area. The question is, can we continue that trend as we head through tonight and as we head into the entire weekend? Can we get through it being completely dry? I'll be letting you know in just a little bit. But what a great night to have some